subbing. Bold. I appreciate the honesty though. It's that time, folks. Ladies, gentlemen, all walks of life, all viewers. It's Pokeboomers episode 8, Kanto in the rear view, our Gen 1 season finale. I am Hugh, take the shot media and the Pokeboomers and the strength and the honors to strengthen all of you. I am joined by Vimbert.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm feeling a little garbage today, so I apologize if my voice sounds like crap, but I'm here.
Hi, thanks for checking in. Still a piece of garbage. Also joined by Zedward to play together, stay together. How's it going?
Hey, I don't feel like garbage. I just am garbage.
Hey, there it is.
Understandable. Well, it is garbage can, not garbage cannot.
I embrace the trash.
There you go. We relish in it. I'm the trash man. No, I was telling Vimbert before we started the stream that I'm doing much better than our last episode. Our last episode was arguably the most scuffed Pokeboomers episode we had. So hopefully we could recover from that.
We should probably just bury the VOD forever on that.
It's on YouTube already. It exists. It's in the
Oh
YouTube.
God.
I'm a man of my word. I uploaded it, for better or for worse. Oh, there's my sound alert going off. We love it. All right.
We do.
Are we just getting right into it? We just jumping right into our Nuzlocke weekly recap.
Yeah.
Wrote on the show. We got a little extracurriculars.
Did we mention this is the last one
It is
for Gen 1?
It is.
We finally made it.
We're free.
Thank-
Free.
Thank God.
You say finally made it, but we made this is a shorter gen comparatively to the rest that we're going through, but it's there.
Yeah,
True.
it probably is the shortest one. It's just mechanics and things make it a headache.
Yeah, and we'll get into that.
We will.
Yeah, again, we always do.
All right.
All right.
Weekly recap. Kick her off, Zed.
All right. It is a 2-week cap actually, because we didn't do it last week.
Yeah, that's my fault.
But it's pretty straightforward, and I'll keep it short because I'm pretty sure my story is going to be the same as literally everyone else's story. I went through Victory Road, and then I did the Elite Four. I'll add a little bit more than that. Victory Road, going up to it, I forgot that going up to it there was a rival encounter. So I started walking towards it and then ran to my rival, and I was like, oh shit, I did not know you were going to be here. I totally forgot you were a thing. So I wasn't ready for him, but he was easy peasy as always, so it wasn't a problem at all. Then going up through all the little gates, I was like, oh shit, I can catch a Pokemon in here, and I caught a Slowbro, which I was hoping for, and I thought about putting him on my team. Yeah, I was pretty happy about it. But he actually did not make the team just because I know you can get Slowpoke really early in Gen 2, and I was like, yeah, okay, I probably shouldn't put him on my ban list yet. So he did not get on the team. Then in the in Victory Road, I think it was a Geodude I ran into, and I think he self-destructed.
Really? I hit that part.
Yeah, because I don't think I got him. Then we got through Victory Road pretty quickly, pretty easily. I beat the Moltres in there, of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it the hardest Pokeball you've ever fought?
It was not. And that was the first week. The second week, I actually did the Elite Four. Wasn't bad at all. I think Slagathor, my Venusaur, swept through Lorelei. I think I probably used my Hypno, Mr. Hyde, on Bruno, I think is what I did. And let's see, Agatha, I think I did the same thing, just psychicked her to death. Lance has the dragon, so I used my ice type, Jinx, on him.
There you go.
And then I think I used Lapras to get through my rival, and I think that pretty much I think Lapras pretty much soloed the rival champion battle, and
It
that
did some serious work. I was watching.
yeah. So
I can't. Your guys' rival doesn't have an electric type, does it?
uh,
I don't think it
No?
does.
I don't.
Yeah, because yeah,
Those version differences.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Does he have an Eevee that evolves depending on what you get, or is that just yellow?
That's just yellow. He has a Magneton. If he doesn't have a Jolteon, he has a Magneton in yellow. But we can get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's it. And then I beat the game.
Very nice, very nice. Well, for me, Vimbert, I also didn't know there was a rival battle heading west out of Viridian City. I had like barely went live and I was like, wait, he's here? What? And I basically T-posed all over him. Like literally my notes say T-posed on the rival battle. I remember nothing about the details, what Pokemon performed well, just wiped the floor with the kid. Um, on Route 23, because I hadn't encountered anything there, I ran into a Ditto after a bunch of duplicates and accidentally KO'd it. No big loss. Moved through to Victory Road and tossed a Master Ball, because may as well use it. I got it. To obtain Solid Snake the Onyx. Of course, killed Moltres on the way. I was kind of prepared for it to be something of a fight, and then it wasn't.
There's
Felt
a
all
reason
bad.
that Moltres is only worth 5 points for us.
It's true. However, I had not fought Articuno by this point, so after I made it to the Indigo Plateau, I went back to the Seafoam Islands, and after screeching for a bit about water currents and why doesn't the water look different, I managed to find my way to Articuno and defeat it. Then went back, did the Elite Four. Lorelei pretty well got swept by Bugtoad, my Lapras. That was, ironically, she was probably the most difficult battle for me because I didn't really have a clear, just good strategy there. Because my Thunderbolt is on my Dragonite, and obviously I'm not using that against Ice Lady. And I don't really have anything else with electric moves, so. But made it through despite some choppiness. Then moved on to Bruno, the big meme. Every one of his Pokemon got one shot by Drax, the Slowbro. Well, I guess I did Amnesia a couple times, so pretty well guaranteed that. But moved through to Agatha, who got swept by Kobe, my Kadabra, and I think there it was just 5 uses of Psychic to just murder everything. Might be remembering that incorrectly. And I got to Lance, and I had heard about the particular AI glitch or
Yeah, that's
exploit you can do with him, where he'll just spam agility. So I put out Revia and let her poison type do the work, something I referred to as Operation Poinsettia, because it's a little bit cheap, but I don't care. I claim victory anyway. Then I moved on to the rival, the champion, with that jacket drip, except in yellow version, I
yeah.
guess.
He's robbed in yellow.
He really is. He was almost completely defeated by Rhea, my now Dragonite. Finally set her loose, and man, did it feel good. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Just moving through, winning fights, discovering things, making plays.
There you go. Well, much like my fellow host, I started the week and I actually knew the rival was there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, uh, but I also was less worried about the rival in yellow. Like I think this is the one time the yellow has the advantage for the rival fight because he doesn't even have an Alakazam yet. He still has a Kadabra. But I took his lunch money, got 10 points for that. Then we moved to Victory Road and the routes. As soon as the week, not last week, but the week before was over, I had duped out on everything besides my Victory Road encounter, so I didn't have to worry about encounters or anything going through like what Route 23 and 24. And I got to Victory Road and I threw a Master Ball at Dwayne, Geodude, level 41 Geodude, the flex, the power. Got him all caught up, and then I went and killed Moltres for a cool 5 points. After that, for a little hiatus, I leveled a bunch of stuff, and I did a bunch of extracurricular grinding. I put Chad Tops, the Kawu Tops on my team, and he needed a Hyper Beam TM, so that means that Pikachu got a payday TM, and we grinded our asses off with that. And then we also brought in Zapword, who was a level 26 Jolteon at that point. So
Oh
we had a
God,
little,
you grinded up that far.
yeah, grinded up that far. It was pain, but we got them on the team, and then we did our grinding and like gimped Pokemon Mansion in yellow version to send them juicy Ponytas like it does in red and blue. So it was a little slower, but it is in fact what it is. We came on Thursday, yesterday actually. We went to the Elite Four, and here was the plan: give the ball to trade Evos. So trade Evos, Lorelei, cast Thunderbolt. I got lovely kissed actually by the Jinx though, and the Jinx lasted a couple turns. It got a big 5-hitter double slap off on me. It was shaking. It was shook. Then we went to Bruno, where it either got killed by an ice beam or got killed by a psychic. Then we went to Agatha, who got murdered by psychic. Then after that, it was Lance, who has a weakness to ice beam. It turns out, yeah, we just ice beamed everything to death. And then it was looking like Trade Evos was gonna solo the whole show, but then we got to our rival, the dripless rival with no coat, and he has a Magneton, which, was. Oh no, it wasn't even the Magneton. It was the Executor that kind of like.
No,
No,
it
no,
was
it was
Alakazam.
Alakazam. Alakazam hit Trade Evos with one kinesis, one stage accuracy drop, and the whole party stopped.
Game over, man.
It's like 4 Thunderbolts in a row. It finally fucking killed Alakazam, and then fucking Executor comes out. I whiff the first ice beam, and then I get leech seeded, and I was like, fuck. So I like switched into Poly Swag, and I was just gonna switch back in, and then there's a little baby operation point setup where Executor was only using Leech Seed, so I was able to switch back in, and Trade Evos was able to kill him after the actually drop of doom apparently went away. Then Magneton came out, and then Big Garbo came out. The Doug Trio, another new member of the team, killed Magneton, and then we brought Trade Evos back out to throw hands with the Vaporeon that our rival had, who only knew how to click the quick attack button.
Yeah.
I think that also stems from the AI, but
Yeah.
quick attack wasn't going to cut through Trade Evo, so he could quick attack all he wanted. The bulk was impressive though with Vaporeon. It took quite a bit of Thunderbolts, but
yeah, Vaporeon's pretty bulky.
yeah, I was like, holy shit! Like, I got the bulk, but like Trade Evos ain't no slouch, and it was wearing them Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then we were all said and done. Yeah, I think we can just move right on to. We're gonna do a series wide honoring the fallen. Zed, you to lead us off as the man who suffered the most.
You want me to lead us off? All right.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Right.
as you said, I had the most losses. Kind of ironic, but it is what it is. My first loss was Baron Bird the Spearow pretty early in the game. He died to the Raticate of Doom. My second loss was Pale Snake the Onyx, who, in a fit of rage, got defeated by a Cubone. Next was Dumb and Dumber, a Doduo, who I pulled out and was like, oh, I'll just train him up for fun, and then he died off screen in a training accident. And then lastly, the biggest loss that we had was Bzzzt, the Jolteon, who we got a little cocky against Articuno and thought we'd be able to take him out in 2 hits, and no, Articuno had the focus band on and held on by 1 HP. So yeah, that was our big loss. So those 4 Pokemon, that's who I'm honoring.
The loss was, I was like, I remember I was able to watch the stream at the time, but no, I wasn't. I can't remember, but I remember as soon as it popped in the Discord, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
that one was a game changer for sure.
I was like, what killed that monster? And I was like, oh, Articuno. And I was like, holy.
Because for a long time, I was planning my PvP strategy against you basically around that Jolteon, because I was like, God, how do I deal with this?
Yep.
Which was basically the only reason he was on my team. I didn't think he was that great, but everyone was like, "Oh, I'm afraid of him." So I was like, "Well, I guess I'll keep him on the team then." And then I put Raichu on, but he was a poor substitute, and he did. We're like, "No, get the fuck out of here."
Better
He had
dong.
big boots to fill.
Better dong. I gave you a little amazing grace, but I don't want to get copy struck, so I only can do it in short intervals.
Mm. Fair, fair.
All right, who's next?
Believe it's me, Nick.
Yeah, I realized that I had an order that I messed up already. My bad.
That's
Continue.
Did we? Huh. I guess my notes are wrong. Anyway, I only lost 2 along the way, which I'm very proud of myself for. Because before this whole project, I'd never played through any of the Gen 1 games all the way before. Certainly not in a Nuzlocke. I'd never finished a Nuzlocke run either. But my first loss also died to that damn Raticate in Mount Moon. Drowned the Pidgey, and Pidgey is my favorite Pokemon line, so that one hurt to see it get taken out that early. And then another one that cut deep, Solid Snake the Arbok. My surprise kind of hit. He did way better than I ever expected him to, but he'd been benched for a little bit, but I decided after Hugh and I had made a gentleman's agreement to be like, neither of us want to deal with Snorlax, so why don't we just both bench our Snorlaxes? Brought him back, was grinding him up off stream in the Pokemon Mansion, and a Ponyta crit a Stomp and one hit KO'd him. That one stung.
Big Solid Snake, the OG mascot.
I was sad about that one too.
You do get bonus points for keeping a Kadabra alive literally the entire run, basically.
No kidding.
What is that?
And bringing it to the Elite Four?
Yeah. I was so scared so many times. I was like, well, I could probably one-shot with Kobe, but I really shouldn't bring in a Kadabra.
Yeah. No, that's a hard one to keep alive in Gen 1. It might just be all the time. I imagine he gets... I don't know if he gets any better. I think Gen 2 is his peak, but I don't know if he's... Gen 1's pretty close behind it, so...
Pretty good.
You did it.
Yeah.
As for me, my first loss was these hands, the Mankey. I lost him in the rock tunnel. We were fighting the trainer, and he decided to miss a low kick, and the Geodude just was like, what if I exploded? And I was like, please don't explode. And the Geodude's like, I'm going to explode. And I'm like, very well, have a nice day. And that killed these hands.
These hands would have been a legend with critting Karate Chop 25 times in a row.
Yeah, he was the crit machine. I had such high hopes for him. And no, he perished. And then Rasputin, our Ghastly. I was telling the other host before we started that I've had a Ghastly in like 4 different Nuzlocks, and it has not survived any of those Nuzlocks. It was almost always dead. So I guess I'm cursed with the Ghastly line. But that was almost when I waped. Rasputin had to take the sacrifice to that Dodrio, that bird trainer that was fucking up my entire team.
Oh yeah.
That Dodrio was like fucking blasting everybody, and like I'm like, well, someone has to die so I can get a clean switch into my Fearow, because that's the only thing that's gonna outspeed it. Thankfully, it outsped it, otherwise I would have waved.
Yeah.
So Rasputin.
I remember that.
Rasputin came in, he took that Drill Peck, and he went down, and like, yeah, that Fearow, Dodrio only knew how to cast Drill Peck. I was like, stop, please, like literally, nope. It was just like switching one Pokemon after another, hoping to catch a breath, but nope. I was like, well, someone has to die, and Rasputin was the choice.
Imagine if you had wiped.
Oh, that would have been fucking...
It was so close, too. Like
on a random Dodrio.
A random bird trainer that just had fucking Drill Peck anger in his blood. I couldn't get any, like, I couldn't get a growl. I couldn't get anything. I was just fucking, nope. We only know Drill Peck is the only move that this Dodrio knows. I'm like, stop, please.
RNG was kind of out for your blood a few times in your gameplay. It seemed like way more than Zetterai.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm always so salty and throwing the Z's in the chat. I can't catch a fucking break, but everybody else is like, here's a growl, here's a leer. I'm like, fuck off. I'm just angry. Oh,
I'm sure that'll change in the upcoming games.
Yeah, I think it'll get better. Hopefully. Otherwise, I'll just draw the the hard ROM again. Who knows? We'll see. But we have officially honored our fallen. I think we can move on to the follow along. We got our fellow Pokeboomer After Dark members that have been following along with us this entire time. They've been with us since week 1. Intermittent. They might not have all made the After Dark, but they've been following along each and every week, and we want to say thank you to them for following along with us and making it interesting, keeping After Dark fresh and spicy. I'm
and
covering...
usually cleaning our clocks.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Mod Style just kicking our ass. Our original 6 just kicking our ass every week. You know, it's fun. I might have to censor some of J-Bob's message here. 1 second.
Oh dear.
Oh damn.
After beating Geo, I started to make my way to Victory Road, ran to my rival, whooped his ass. Went to Victory Road, and Onyx was my first encounter. I said, fuck it, and threw the Master Ball. Caught Sneck, the Onyx, which is snake spelled wrong. Made my way through, decided Swag could take care of Moltres, and he did. Did some training, then it was time to fight the Elite Four. First up, Lorelei. Shocker, the Magneton, just looked at her and said, the blank, you looking at blank, and proceeded to one-shot every one of her Pokemon. Next up, Bruno. Shingles, the Kadabra, one-shotted all his Pokemon. The Agatha Roulette was next. Swag, the Rhydon. Almost went down to Gengar's Mega Drain. Ooh, I didn't know that Gengar had Mega Drain. But an Earthquake took care of it, and the rest of her team. Lance, the Dragon, in air quotes, master. I led with Shocker, take care of the Gyarados. Then I swapped to Swank, the Lapras, Ice Beam the rest of his team. Finally, the rival. The gang each got a turn to take care of one of the rivals' Pokemon. With no deaths, I was able to beat the Elite Four. My MVP for the team was Shingles due to his high special and speed and being the Pokemon that I could have as a lead and not worry about losing it to a speed tie. His overall rating for Gen 1 is a 6 out of 10. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he didn't give much explanation for that 6, but that the Bob has spoken.
And I bob my head in approval, even though you're the one on face cam.
This is a nod from Vimbert. Nodding.
Thank you.
All right, Zed. Take us
All
away.
right. I have Six's story here. He says, all right, so I started by grinding everyone to within 300 of experience of leveling up to 61, which is, there we are. We didn't do that, but it's
going.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
And began by sweeping all of Lorelei's Pokemon with Felix, except for Slowbro, because Slowbro only has Water Gun to attack. I used him to switch to every one of my Mons in order to have them all hit 61 before killing him. Bruno was just, we won't talk about Bruno. Agatha was another Felix sweep by spamming Thunderbolt. With Lance, I T-bolted his Gyarados, then set up Swords Dance on one of his Dragonairs to Hyper Beam him to hell. The rival fight went smoothly, with Felix taking out all his Mons except Executor, who refused to miss a Hypnosis, and it took me a good 20 turns to finally wake up and beat him. Anyway, my MVP was definitely Starmie, and Gen 1 is a good 7 out of 10 for nostalgia reasons. I knock it down a few points for how bad the AI is and how bad some of the Gen Laters and the Elite Four movesets are, which is fair.
Yeah.
The Elite Four movesets are fucking criminal.
It's really embarrassing. Like
Yeah.
Leers and Water Guns. And,
Quick attack.
So for everybody else that's not a host, we gentlemen's agreement. I thought for some reason I told everybody, but apparently I did it. We gentlemen's agreement in the group chat that we were just gonna get our Pokemon to level 60 and then stop right there. We weren't gonna like be extra with it and like do exactly what Monta did or 6 did, you know.
Yeah.
And like I didn't tell anybody, so that's on me.
It's okay. I'm not worried about that or
Yeah,
anything.
we're just happy we've got some people that are willing to suffer / enjoy through Gen 1 with us.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I have the update from Inception 7, who is of course going after 6, imagine. After deliberating on what Pokemon to use for my Elite Four run, I decided on a team for it. Lorelei ate 4 Hyper Beams from Sumiri and a Flamethrower from Charizard, so that was relatively easy. I just surfed Bruno to death with Water Moo with a hint of Drill Peck from Sakai. Agatha was probably the toughest for me. I used Water Moo again and just used a lot of Surf/Ice Beam. She took Water Moo down to about a third health, but never in too much danger. I started with Amoretsu, Jolteon, against Lance for the Gyarados, then switched to Water Moo with Ice Beam for the rest. Blue just got bodied by Sumiri. It was embarrassing. It was very much the Water Moo and Sumiri show. I'd say my MVP was Sumiri for obvious reasons, made the game kind of simple. Water Moo was right there too, but I feel like I still could have beaten the Elite Four with just Sumiri. Thoughts on Gen 1? Not a huge fan if I'm honest. Relatively simple, but the TMs, HMs, bag, etc. are so outdated and tedious. The weird glitches and the frozen thing are lame. I've never been a big fan of Gen 1, and this solidified that opinion. I'd say a 5 out of 10.
Oof, there it is. Samaria is his Tauros, for those that don't know.
Yes.
We know well and true who Samaria is from After Dark, but that is his Tauros, yes, the back-breaking Tauros. So he gave it a 5.
I can't believe anyone got Tauros, and I think 2 people got Tauros out of the followers. Is it just one? I thought 2 people did.
Yeah. I saw Tauros.
Even still.
I also saw Tauros.
I don't know if I saw
the encounter after I had my encounter for the zone.
Oh yeah,
not bitter.
my first encounter was Pinsir, which was cool, but
yeah, I remember watching your stream and I was like, oh, that's what this Pinsir sprite looks like. I was like, I had never seen one before. All right, with the follow-alongs complete, I think it's time for the moment that everybody's been waiting on.
Here it is.
Actually, we have a warm-up match first.
We have a warm-up match. Oh yeah.
Well, the show is you and Vimbert. I'm just the.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because of the points. That's the battle for the stakes. There you go. That's how I'd word it.
It's
if you want to send me an invite, well, I get my shit on my OBS.
Right.
My slobs, as the kids call it. Streamlabs OBS. Oh.
Always makes me chuckle a little bit on the inside when I hear slobs, because it's like, hey.
Oh, updated point total before we go into PvP. I'm at 460.
It says you're offline.
What the piss?
Do you need to sign in? But I am at 415 points.
And I am at 420, baby.
He wins.
Laser.
Sorry. All right. There we go. I got it. Oh, yep. God.
All right. And we are in. Hugh has led with Zap Word, fittingly enough. And Zedward has brought out Lola, that Jinx, to deal psychic damage to us all with that sprite. Gentlemen, let's go to war.
Zap Word, you dare face your father in battle.
I gave you a good Pokemon to be named after.
Mm-hmm. Good 2 pin missiles, but there's that signature lovely kiss putting Zapward to sleep. However, we do have a sleep clause, so could Hugh use that to his advantage? Zapward stays in. Blizzard crits from Lola. Heavy damage to Zapward. Lola, at least for me, a bigger... Oh, there's the switch to Chad Tops. Eating a blizzard, but resisting. Still doing about a quarter of his health. But is the Chad energy enough? Can he resist Lola's feminine wiles? He doesn't have to. There's the swap to Slagathor, who eats a crit slash for half his health. Slagathor the Venusaur. Oh, Hyper Beam whiffs.
Damn.
As Razor Leaf crits and Chad Tops goes down. What an exchange.
That was pretty lucky.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Trade Evos. Public enemy number 1, the Starmie. The water psychic type heard around the Elite Four. The swap to Tugboat, who resists that Ice Beam with all that Lapras bulk for 5% damage. And there's a swap to Tub Goat, who gets paralyzed off a Body Slam immediately. It's the Spider-Man matchup. Oh, swap out to Mr. Hyde, who takes a Confuse Ray. Tubgoat eats a Psychic for some damage. Mr. Hyde eats a Body Slam. Ooh,
Of
there's
course.
Parafusion.
Parafusion.
The Pokeboomers' typical luck with if a thing can cause a status ailment, it will.
Yeah.
Big Gen 1 energy.
It seriously is. Well, Mr. Hyde snaps out of Confusion, gets a Psychic out. Body Slams continuing to roll out. Both Pokemon looking pretty banged up. Tubgoat hangs on through Psychic. Sets up the Parafusion once more. Will it be enough?
Come on, baby. Yes.
Oh, Psychic goes out to finish off Tubgoat.
Like a 25% chance of that working.
Trade Evos comes back out. But that, oh, Thunderbolt, Mr. Hyde hangs on.
No.
Oh, but hits himself in the face and goes down.
Mr. Hyde's basically like, you call that a killing blow? Let me show you a killing blow. Just punches
guilty
himself
but
in the
myself.
face.
I decide my fate. There's Tugboat once again. Thunderbolt goes up. Trade Evos, heavy damage. Body slam to Trade Evos.
Oh, there
Paralysis.
we go.
Might be the most important part. Tugboat taking a nap, eating a Thunderbolt. Little more reasonable this time. No crit. Oh, it's a swap to Metallica, who nulls a Thunderbolt for a clean swap. Now facing down that ground typing versus something that is ostensibly a water type.
In theory, on paper.
In theory. Another swap to Lola as Trade Evos is full para. Clean swap. Oh, the Seismic Toss. But Lola
Damn, those
eats a
crits.
Thunderbolt. Heavy, heavy damage there. Another Seismic Toss. Trade Evo's looking low. Full para.
That's
This could be
probably
it.
game right there.
Does Trade Evos bank on that 1 in 256? Right? I think Seismic Toss is one of them. No! There's a swap to Garbo. Lola, kill it. Kill it. I won't even pretend to be unbiased anymore. It must not live. But Garbo takes down Lola. As a napping Tugboat comes back in. Another slash.
Ooh,
That Lapras
significant
bulk
amount of
pain off.
damage.
Kind of
even
thought
on a
I would
crit.
wake up that turn. I thought I already slept 2 turns.
Maybe it resets. Oh, back out. And so is Trade Evos. Body Slam, is it enough? Yes. Trade Evos goes down. And it's Polyswag the Poliwrath. Oh, there's one Amnesia. As the rest goes out, letting Hugh set up here potentially. Could be big.
Could be, actually.
Second Amnesia. Tugboat staying in. Letting that rest finish. 4 times special on Polyswag as Tugboat wakes up. Blizzard. Oh my god, if that isn't the most goddamn Gen 1 thing that's ever happened. For those who don't know, crits, they ignore any status changes or any stat buffs on either side, so that's why that happened.
Oh,
Still not great.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wake
sir.
up, Tugboat!
That stab boost proving to be the deciding factor. This Tugboat goes down. Fox Puppy the Ninetales, interesting choice. Gets out the Confuse Ray.
Fox Puppy fast.
It is fast, and I forgot about Confuse Ray like I always do.
Oh, damn.
Fire Blast with the
Hey.
burn.
And confused.
And
Oh my
confusion.
gosh.
Wow.
Let me play the Pokemons, please.
The tactics. Slagathor coming out. Eats a surf. Even with that resistance, that heavy special's enough. No burn damage because Polyswag got a KO there. Quick attack from Fox Puppy.
He just can't.
Polyswag
He just
punches him.
Polyswag just cowers in Fox Puppy's face.
Can't deal. Oh, confusion's ended.
There it is.
There's a mighty, mighty surf. Zed down to his last mon. It's Metallica. Can she turn the tide? Earthquake
Faster than
crits.
me.
Yeah,
That
outspeeding.
was surprising, actually. I did not think I would be.
Interesting.
There it is. Garbo's right there. Take him down. Garbo. Oh, yes.
Oh. And now he's got a sleepy zap word.
The evil is defeated. Zapword comes out. Metallica fairly
Oh,
banged up.
man.
Earthquake.
GG.
What a
Zed pulls out the
turnaround.
dub.
That missing that hyper beam fucking broke me.
Yeah. Oof.
All right.
Loser pass the stick, yes. Alright, Zed. Channel is set.
That. To watch it battle.
Close that one. I sent you a message with the challenge. Did it show up? I don't think it did. Dang it.
There was an attempt.
I said, honky tonky, want to wonky?
What?
All right. With that, whatever blasphemy that was. In the blue corner for the last time this series. Oh, no. Yeah, no, this will be Zed's last match. In the blue corner for the last time this series, we got Zedward leading out with that curse Lola. The Kissin', the Blizzard, and Jinx. In the red corner, we got Mimbert with the signature Drax, the slow bro coming on out. Gentlemen, let's go to war.
Why does Drax look like he's about to cry?
He's had a rough time of it, man. Don't judge him.
Energy.
It's probably Jinx. I'd cry too.
Understandable.
There's Nidoqueen coming out for Revia. The lovely kiss going off from Lola. One Pokemon asleep now. Here comes the switch. Drax coming back out into the Blizzard. Takes a critical hit, though, 45% of his HP. Blizzard again from Lola. This time no crit, 25% damage. Amnesia 1 goes off. Here's the Seismic Toss, leaving Drax at 1%. Here's Strength, 42% damage to Lola. There's Seismic Toss once again, taking Drax down. Gotta give the homies the lovely kiss. Oh no. Borb coming out. The government drone.
Oh man.
The apex predator. Here comes Metallica, the Nidoqueen, into that Hyper Beam. Still 51% damage. However, Borb now must recharge. Borb's recharging. Here comes Rock Slide. 56% damage to Borb, bringing Borb down to 44%. Here's Hyper Beam again. He says, get on out of there. Metallica goes down.
Oh,
Borb, no recharge. Has the killing fields begun?
It begins.
Lapras, Tugboat, coming out. Borb at 44% HP. Here comes Bugtote. As we see the Battle of the Laprases begin. The Body Slam 1. No para. Confuse Reg goes off. I should Tugboat hurts itself in the fuse. The Thunder heard around the world. The critical hit, super effective, 78% health damage.
Come on, Tugboat.
It.
Don't hit yourself.
Confusion. Rest. Confusion has ended. Rest has begun. Tugboat taking a little nap. Bugtote, however, wide awake, 74% HP. Here comes Hypno, Mr. Hyde, coming out into a Confuse Ray.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Here comes Kobe, the Kadabra. Mr. Hyde hits himself in Confusion. Gets a clean switch for Kobe.
Why did you do that, Mr. Hyde?
The Parafusion has been set up.
Oh,
Mr.
no.
Hyde paralyzed fully. Kobe uses Psychic. There's the classic special drop. However, the confusion has ended. Mr. Hyde fully paralyzed again.
The Kobe special.
Kobe sets up
Ooh.
Reflect. Here comes a headbutt. Critical hit, though, goes right through that Reflect.
God bless Kanto.
I think that's every generation.
Yeah,
Mr. Hyde paralyzed again.
Critical hits always hit through
Yeah.
stat increases of the opponent, but they don't always negate your own stat increases.
I see.
There's a seismic toss, another critical hit from the headbutt.
Why?
Finally.
Down.
At least you got one, Mr. Hyde. Let me guess, Firo? Yep, saw that one coming.
There's the Drill Peck taking Mr. Hyde down. The Reign of Terror ended. Our opponents, 4 Pokemon apiece. Board looking a little beat up. Here comes a Sleepy Tugboat. An answer, Bug Tote. Tugboat wakes up. Here's the Confuse Ray going out. Our opponents stare each other down as we enter turn 23. Here comes Lola. The Thunder goes wide on the switch in. Here's the Seismic Toss, doing 24% damage. Here's Surf, 39% damage. Blizzard going out, resisted, 8% damage. Another Surf.
I thought I would check.
Enough to bring Lola down.
Understand.
The Jinx. Here's Fox Puppy coming out. That's speedy Fox Puppy. There's the Fire Blast, leaving Bug Toad.
Whoa!
With 38% after that. With 4% after that, 38% damage from Fire Blast. Bug Toad still has that ice typing.
Right.
Here comes Bug Toad. Ooh, there it is. Rhea fully evolved for the first time on Showdown.
Hello, Rhea.
Here's the wrap.
Oh, dang it.
I'll tell you guys when something stops rapping. I'm not gonna be like another rap.
I don't know what's going on unless you announce it, Hugh.
Okay, it's a rap, turn 32. Turn 32 is a rap for 4%.
Spoiler alert.
Turn 33.
Do I ever get out of rap?
No.
85% accuracy. But when it's Vimber on Showdown, it's 100.
Just like a Solid Snake and his glare.
Yeah, definitely thought that was 100% too. The attack continues. Tugboat can't move. Oh lord, he can't move. The attack continues. The Hyper Beam goes wide.
Whew.
Big Zed dodging
I think I got that mercy there.
Here comes Borb. Hyper Beam. Is it enough? It is not. 2 turns recharge. Bug Tote down to 10% HP. Tugboat, sorry. Bug Tote has now come out. Laprases, folks. Goes down. Tugboat takes down Bug Tote with a body slam. Revia, the Sleepy Nido Queen, comes out. Still asleep. Here's a Blizzard. One and done. 100% damage. And Zedward takes the victory.
Good game.
Well done, well done.
I was a little scared with those raps there. I was contemplating it. Do I keep switching or do I stay in? Like,
oh god, Hyper Beam. Why?
I got pretty lucky, I'll admit. I think both of you missed a Hyper Beam on me today, so
That's what broke me against you two, was a wide Hyper Beam. All right. Remember, if you send me a challenge.
Yeah. Oh god. Stall for time. I can't type.
So how about that weather, huh?
Yeah, local sports. Okay, there it is.
Okay, there we go.
All right. We in.
We in.
All right. Starting off in the yellow corner, we have Hugh with Zapword, the Jolteon, and in the red corner, Vimbert with Kobe, the Kadabra. Gentlemen, go to war. The final battle. Classic Thunderwave. Oh, not Thunderwave with Thunderwave. Oh, probably a good move because he's electric type. That makes sense. Kobe used Psychic. Oh, but Zapward's got the big pin missile. That was 3 hits, 1 more, and it would have been a KO. Kobe's paralyzed, cannot move that time. Looks like Kobe might not survive this one. Oh, but Vimbert switches out to Rhea, who laughs in the face of the double kick. Good matchup for Rhea, but he did get the Thunder Wave there, so he is paralyzed now. He is crippled, but he destroys Zapward with a good, well-aimed Hyper Beam. Tub Goat coming out. One of 2 Lapras imposters amongst us. Rhea, not wanting to face another Lapras, switches out for Bugtote. There's the Confuse Ray and hit himself in Confusion. I wonder what he was going to do. Probably another Confuse Ray. There's a Body Slam. No paralysis, and he breaks out of Confuse Ray, and he responds with Confuse Ray, turning the tables around.
We're at full Spider-Man.
No, you.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Bugtoad.
This is a very confusing battle. I wish I could tell you what is going on. Oh, there was a big critical hit body slam from Tub Goat onto Bugtote.
I literally just saw you use that against Zed, and I definitely forgot about it until like right there.
Luckily for Hugh, the thunder missed, and he was able to take out Bugtote with another body slam. Another critical hit body slam, even. Drax comes out with a vengeance in his heart, stacking up the amnesia while Hugh switches over to Trade Evo's his Starmie, his MVP for sure. Starting to throw out those thunderbolts. Drax saying, I don't care, I've got amnesia. And he certainly is soaking them up now. Now that he's throwing out a few psychics, let's see what happens. A critical hit psychic from a Slowbro, which is such a low chance of happening, and pretty much ruins all his stat boosts. There's another one. Trade Evo's almost taken down, but not quite. Drax just not able to outspeed it, taken down by the powerful Thunderbolt. Is Vimbert going to be able to finish off Trade Evos before Trade Evos recovers his health? Borb, the classic revenge killer, coming out to try and finish the job.
I don't think I survived your Hyper Beam.
Let's see who outspeeds who here.
Right?
And who hits hardest. There's the Thunderbolt trying to take down Borb before Borb finishes him off, but not quite. Firo takes a surprising amount of damage, survives the Thunderbolt, kills the Starmie. Tub Goat coming out, not afraid of Firo. But
perhaps it should be.
But Borb says not without a fight and hits with a giant Hyper Beam to the face before going down to Ice Beam. Revia coming out, another classic. Been with us since the beginning, I believe. Trading blows, survives Surf just barely, but being able to outspeed Tub Goat is able to take it down. We are now 3-3. This is a very intense final battle. Garbo, Hugh Gaming's newest addition to his team, comes in ready to sweep with his high speed. Oh, a good prediction using Rock Slide. Vember switched to Rhea, hoping to avoid a ground type move, I assume. But Garbo saw it coming. Are we going to get the Paraflinch? No. And there's a big blizzard Amazingly, Garbo survived. I don't know how a Doug Trio survived a blizzard from a Dragonite, but there it is. And he's paralyzed. It is not looking promising for Rhea now. There's another rock slide. Rhea goes down. Is Vim going to be able to turn this around, or is Garbo going to finish him off? Hanging by a thread, too. Kobe, unfortunately paralyzed, is probably not going to outspeed him. Nope, there it is.
This is the worst possible timeline.
And Revia also going
God.
down. Garbo by a thread.
Garbo, my boy.
He said, if this is the one battle I get, I shall shine.
GG.
Good game, guys. Good game.
All right, let me pull up the thing. Okay. All right. No, I'm sorry. I gotta reorganize my shit again. We are now at the placing ceremony, and yell at me if I've done my math wrong. I believe I am in first place with 475 points after picking up 15 from Vimbert. Zed is in second place with 450, and then Vimbert with 415 for third place. So fucking close fucking game.
Man, crazy.
Indeed.
There was a lot of things that happened along the journey that caused the points to swing, but ultimately it wasn't like a blowout on anybody's end. Zed was only 25 points behind me, and until PvP, like Vim and Zed were in 5 points of each other.
Yeah.
Zed with that this week.
I had thought I was completely boned, but I forgot about those 15 Articuno points, and once I was actually doing the math, I said to myself, oh.
Yeah, I finally decided this week. I was like, maybe I do good. maybe do good this time.
Yeah, the big was no, you've 2-0'd. Yeah, you've 2-0'd before.
I don't think have I? I didn't think I had.
Pretty sure.
The so then how that works for our season 2, which is gonna start on February 18th. How the draft works is I will get to pick a starter first, then Zed picks his starter, then Vimbert picks his starter, then we do a reverse order for Jen. So Vim gets to pick a Jen version. I don't know why I keep calling it Jen. Version. Vim gets to pick his version, Zed picks his version, and then I get whatever's left. So that's how those works, and then the winner gets to make a rule, and you guys if you've been following along for this entire time, you know what rule's coming up, but we'll see.
Oh, big surprise.
There may have been a small hint on the stream already.
There's a small inkling throughout the entire launch, but we're going to move into our outros, and I'm going to start it off. We're going to go over who our team MVP, we thought our team MVP was, and we're going to tell our opponents what we thought their team MVPs were. So mine's easy. My MVP was definitely Trade Evos. Starmie is the Swiss Army knife of Gen 1. I had to give up Thunderwave this week to make sure I had the safest Elite Four possible, to make sure I didn't lose any points in the Elite Four. But yeah, as soon as I got it'd be the Erica week 29, I think. Or no, the week after that, Starmie's been a staple on my team the entire run and has made the run really easy, has made Gen 1 really easy. And I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. My opponent's MVPs. For Vimber, I'm actually going to give it to Borb. Now, I think Borb has been here Borb probably has been here the longest of any of the Pokemon on anybody's team. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think I caught him right after Viridian Forest.
Yeah, so
both of our Nido Queens have been on the team as long too.
That's true.
But I think the Nido Queen was scary early weeks, but Borb remained scary in PvP the entire time, and you swept me with Borb last episode. You know, you Hyper Beam swept. So I think Borb's the MVP for Vimber's team.
I can see it.
I always believed in that Hyper Beam.
He does have that stab Hyper Beam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then Zed, I think we kind of talked about it earlier, but was the MVP for a while. But then I think your Lapras has been your MVP towards the end, and as soon as you got it, you may have whiffed the Psychic TM. You know, you may have did a little Vine Whip maneuver with the Psychic TM. The fact that you gave it rest, I think, was the thing that kind of set it apart from the other Laprases. Like,
Yeah.
especially mine. I was just running stab learn set with the serve, but like the rest was able to keep it in and let it do mirrors a lot better. It had gave it the staying power that I feel like Vimmer and I had answers to Lapras, but the fact that your Lapras had surf made it a lot harder to answer to.
Rest, you mean?
Rest.
Rest, yeah, sorry. Words.
They're hard.
So, Zed, you want to?
So, my MVP, I'd probably have to agree. I think in PVE, my MVP, I want to say was Metallica, my Nido Queen. She was just good in every single situation. I could always safely switch into her when I was fighting someone I needed to switch out, because she has the bulk and she has a good move set, tons of different moves. So I think as far as going through PvE, my Nido Queen Metallica was definitely one. But when it came to PvP, I don't think she shone quite as brightly as some of the other ones. And I might have to agree, definitely towards the end, Lapras was, even in PvP, like, oh, I need to do a switch. It was probably going to be Lapras that I put in. Partly because of the bulk, and yeah, I put rest on it, and that turned out to be really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's my team. Slagathor the Venusaur. Although I did end up bringing him all the way to the Elite Four, he was not the game-breaking starter that everyone thought Bulbasaur was going to be. So I didn't even get to use his new secret set of Hyper Beam Swords Dance.
Whoa, you spoiled it for After Dark, man. What the hell?
Oh man.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's see. I'll start with Hugh. I'll skip Hugh. Everyone knows what I'm going to say for Hugh. And then for Vimbert, man, it's kind of hard to say. But yeah, I can agree with what he said with Borb the Firo, because yeah, the stab hyper beams are huge, and he could take a surprising number of hits. He was fast,
Yep.
and he could just deal huge damage. And yeah, I got lucky tonight against him. So
Borb's bulk is what won it out over Kobe for me when I was deciding who Vim's MVP was. Like Kobe's scary, but like
Kobe's
a little filler.
yeah.
Kobe's the big honorable mention for sure. Like
He gets an honorable mention, and definitely early in the game, I was like, "Oh shit, Kadabra!"
Yeah, when he caught that Kadabra, I caught the Abra, I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!"
And I will give Kobe points that even if he doesn't like sweep anyone, he always at least gets off like a Thunder Wave, maybe two, maybe a Psychic, something. Like he does good at like crippling the team. He's a good support.
Yeah, so. And the fact that his Psychic always drops special no matter what.
Always.
Oh yeah.
The Kobe special.
This leaves Mr. Vimbert.
Yeah. My MVP, I'm giving it to Kobe.
There you go.
Kobe earned it. I had to be really careful with how and when I put him out on the field, but just the absolute power. Obviously, just pure sweep in the actual game itself, and in PvP, just nearly every Psychic hitting that 30% special drop and being able to be pretty much always guarantee go first, do a Thunder Wave for just immediate annoyance and harassment, I found to be hugely beneficial. I mean, I think I do have a few strong contenders for runner-ups, but as far as just picking out one, I gotta give it to Kobe. For you two, Hugh, well, it's trade evos. We all know why. We've all seen trade evos dominate day after day, week after week.
Public enemy number one.
Yeah, I did not realize that Starmie was half that good. When I saw you started putting all that work into it, I was like, a Starmie? Really? But
yeah.
boy. doing serious work. And Zed, I think I'm actually going to give your MVP to Lola the Jinx
The hero.
because
Ooh.
I severely underestimated her.
I did
I
too, to be honest.
I thought it was like, oh, total meme pick, whatever. But Lovely Kiss, that hit. What is the hit rate on that? Because
I think it's 75.
Same as Glare.
same
So,
as Glare. Yep,
yep.
I
So,
never saw miss.
guaranteed hit.
And good special, and was able to take hits surprisingly well. Just a surprisingly solid Pokemon. You had other threats, certainly your Lapras, but Jinx always caught me a little off guard, and I got to give it props for that.
Yeah.
Our saving grace with Lola was the fact that he didn't have a psychic TM. If Lola,
Yes,
if Lola had a
true.
psychic TM, like I've been like, well, like I think Jinx is one of the meta game leads usually, that
Which is
people
crazy
actually
weird.
use. Like Jinx is actually legit, but when he said he was going to use it and he was doing the trade, I was like, oh god, am I overlooking something horrible? But I was like, no, because she doesn't get any psychic moves, correct? Like no confusion, no nothing. Yeah,
Nothing.
big Psy Wave.
Yeah, big Psy
Lest we
Wave.
forget.
And that was just through a TM.
Oh no, wait, that was TM.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
sorry.
TM.
That's Sabrina's TM. Yep.
Yeah, if there would have been a psychic to use on her, I would have just pretty much heard, "And there goes the battle" from Stadium just every time.
Yeah, it was.
I think it would have shifted the teams. We would have had to play like all our PvP teams are very special focused. My team not so much this week, but that's just because I did a bunch of shenanigans to put Pokemon on the ban list that I wouldn't use. But prior to that, like all our teams were very special focused. We didn't have as much of the physical. I guess we had Borb, and there's some other ones here and there, but primarily our main damage dealers were special. So, and the way special works in Gen 1 makes it tanky and explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Zed, biggest surprise / favorite moments from this first season of that there dang Pokeboomers.
Biggest surprise would probably be the slap in the face of Articuno killing Bzzzt. Because I knew it was a gamble, but I thought it was a gamble I was gonna win, and then he died, and I was just surprised, mostly at myself for ever trying to gamble. But also, now that Vim mentions it, Lola the Jinx tonight also surprised me. I brought her in as a meme Pokemon, but then I think putting the seismic toss on her tonight is what made the difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had Psy Wave last week and it was terrible. And then when I was like grinding with her, it was so awful just trying to grind, because as soon as I ran out of Ice Punch, because that's all she had was Ice Punch and Blizzard and Seismic Toss and Lovely Kiss. So I had two ice moves.
I sat there and waited for you guys to use your Seismic Toss TMs forever. I was like, are these guys ever going to use their fucking Seismic Toss? Like, I'm like losing sleep over who you're going to put Seismic Toss on. Like,
I'm glad I waited, because that was the saving grace of Jinx. So.
Seismic Toss is such a good move.
I underestimated it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, yeah. The biggest surprise for me as far as Pokemon was definitely Solid Snake the Arbok. I was like, oh, okay, sure, I've never used an Ekans before, but the moment I slapped Body Slam on him, I was like, wait, this is actually good. Also, this Glare is apparently just 100% accuracy, so that's cool. I'm still mad. I will never stop being mad. I KO'd off stream. I considered cheating just so I could keep using him because he was so iconic, but I would have known and it would have bothered me. As far as favorite moments from the run, it was suffering in the moment, but my 20-minute struggle to catch Kanto, my Snorlax, and just
was pretty
slowly
bad.
losing my goddamned mind. That was a great time. I think that was, peak content, as they say.
I kind of remember watching that and be like, dude, there's another Snorlax, just kill it.
No, I had already KO'd the other Snorlax.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Still.
That's why I was like, holy fuck, he has to catch the Snorlax, I was like, uh-oh.
Because I think you were using Revia and you were down to your very last move before it was struggle on.
Yep. So
I
yeah,
guess,
that was all for me.
I guess that just leaves me, and similarly to the same vein as Vimber, the suffering was my favorite moment. Was the bird catcher with the doe trio.
Oh
Like
God.
like it was suffering for me in the moment, but that's like what makes Nuzlocke so like fucking crazy and addictive and like interesting. Was just like this random person, like I overanalyzed like every fucking gym I went into this generation, but then this random fucking bird trader with a Dodrio that just fucked up my entire team. And like I was like literally like when I got to the point where it was like I need to sack a Pokemon, the first thought that went through my head is like, fuck, how long is it gonna take me to catch back up to these guys? At how many points am I gonna be down? I thought I was going down. I thought it was done because I wasn't even sure that Firo outsped the Dodrio too. That was like the first gamble was who needs to die so I can get a safe switch in, and then is Firo faster than this Dodrio? And thankfully with Static XP and having Firo for like a long time, it was faster. But
It's got to
yeah,
be close because Dodrio's pretty fast.
yeah, exactly. It was still like there was still a thought in my head. I'm like, if this Dodrio's faster than Firo, like this is done. Like it's over. Like we're starting over. Like taking the fucking huge point deficit, and like I would have been out. Like as close as the scores were, obviously I would have been dead last after that wave. Like
It's
assuming no
crazy to
one else
think
waved.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one bird catcher almost crushed the dream.
So,
Uh,
oh, sorry. Real quick
no, go
question:
ahead.
Are we adding the Dodrio trainer onto the list of like scary trainers, like Killer Eradicate and the Butterfree guy?
Fuck,
Well,
maybe in yellow. Like you guys
fair.
both fought him and didn't have a problem with him. Like
Yeah, I think I did that route second out of like the routes leading south, so I think I was a
mm,
little higher level than you.
yeah, I think because I did that first to get in like the back door to get
Mm.
fuchsia early. No, I didn't. I remember I got to
Oh,
fuchsia early. The other no, yeah, I had to do that one because I skipped all the trainers so I could stay in the level limit for that week. So
ah,
I went down that way and skipped it, and then like the next week started. I'm like, all right, time to go fight all these trainers that I skipped last week. And like, that was like the second one. I was like, oh god, everything is on fire. I'm about to lose the challenge. But yeah, that was my favorite moment from it. I guess honorable mentions definitely the Snorlax battle with Revia. That was crazy to watch. That was peak content, as Vimbert says.
yeah, and I'm actually I gotta in the same spirit of nominating something from others, just this and the spirit of the suffering of just watching Zed being like, yeah, let's try Rage out with this Onyx,
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
was
and
I
just
did not
discovering
know
that
it
it
locked
locks
you
you in.
in.
And all of us in chat just reacting with horror, just watching it unfold, but being helpless.
It
yep.
was so slow too.
Yeah.
He didn't go down in like 2 hits or anything. It was like
No, it was
5 or 6 hits.
a long drawn out fucking.
Onyx, calm down.
Oh yeah. So as much as we ragged on it, Gen 1 had some good memories in it.
Yeah.
But speaking of how much we ragged on it, overall Gen 1 rating.
Mm.
Damn, I think you could go first.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want,
Uh,
unless someone else wants to
no,
go
no, no.
first.
It's fine. It's fine. I would give Gen 1 a 6 out of 10 on the whole. You know, it laid the foundation for everything that came afterward. Gotta give it props for that. Amazing game for its time. You consider it's on the original Game Boy. They're basically working with like NES level tech, probably, slightly above. But the years have really not been kind. I play a decent amount of retro games, so I expect some amount of that, but like the inventory, HM usage, just having to manually go into the menu and pick your Pokemon, pick cut or whatever, just frustrated me. I remember just expecting, oh, okay, I know Gen 2. Gen 1's probably going to be about the same. And so many things I was like, nope, 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 nope. But I will give it the area design of Kanto. I absolutely love. I was not expecting so much kind of non-linearity so early, and it really has that spirit of exploration that I think the Pokemon games are kind of known for and excel at. It's just you're exploring a big old world. Go nuts.
Yeah.
And Gen 1 delivers on that. I got to give it props for that.
There you go. Solid
Yeah.
6 out of 10. Do you want to go or do you want me to go, Zed?
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna have the hottest take, probably, unless Zed does something crazy. I'm giving it an 8.5.
Oh
All
my
right, all
god.
right, all right.
Hear me out. You can either do something. You can either do something really, really good, or you can do it first. I think Vim kind of hinted at it that it laid the groundwork, but the rest of Pokemon doesn't exist without Gen 1, and this was like their first attempt at it. And the member berries are strong with me, correct. The nostalgia is real. It was my first game, but this was like their first attempt at it. This is not the intended medium for this game to be played at. We are playing it in
Oh yeah.
a hyper specific, very competitive, like super extra rules medium, and I think that takes away some of it.
Probably,
The
yeah.
That's
the
fair.
AI is absolutely garbage.
Oh god,
The
it's awful.
the inventory, see, the question like I kind of asked myself was, did I hate the inventory a whole lot before I played other Pokemon? Is the question that I how I kind of weighed it, because inventory management is a thing in a lot of RPGs, and it's bad in Gen 1 because we know what it will become in Gen 2 and Gen 3 and so on. But at the time I was like, it's just another old RPG with inventory mechanics. I think the fact that it set the groundwork and that we are still playing it 25 years later, like competitively and having fun with it, I think it gets an 8.5.
All right.
That's fair. I would
That's where I'm sticking it.
I would respectfully disagree with you on some of those finer points, but
Yeah.
no need for us to get too much into that.
All right. Well, I I agree very much with both of you actually, and I gotta think about this for a second. If I were to travel back in time, and this was the only Pokemon game, then I would probably say like an easy 8 or 9 out of 10 because I remember being a kid and this was my absolute favorite game, and it for many reasons obviously, but there is still like some of the things like the trainer AI and stuff where even way back then I didn't know those mechanics back then, but the fact that it did exist back then just is kind of like, okay, so maybe the game isn't that great or polished, and yeah, maybe it didn't age well, or it's just other Pokemon games make it look bad. So if I was gonna rate it today, maybe like 7.
Seven's still respectable.
7's still good. Like, I
Fair.
mean, as you guys said, like it laid the groundwork. It still holds up today. Obviously, we're still playing it
Mm-hmm.
because we're crazy, I guess. But but yeah. So I guess maybe 8. I'll give it an 8.
There you go.
Kind of in the
All right.
middle of what I said.
I mean, I think that kind of tracks. You two both have childhood memories of this game, but I only ever started with Gen 2,
Yeah,
so
that's
I
probably
come at
another
it
part
from a
of it.
very different angle.
Yeah. You're gonna be really upset
I'm,
when I.
I'm
give
sorry
my
you didn't have a
rating.
childhood, Vim.
I was playing like Dragon Warrior and stuff, where they
No.
still had better inventory management than Gen
You
1
were
Pokemon.
you
Just
were
saying.
you were working in the coal mines. Don't lie. You didn't have a childhood.
Yes, the corn mines of Nebraska.
Okay, now coming close to the end, so stick with me. We have a tournament coming up. For those that are following along, that competed in the first Pokemon Grand Prix, we did a little promo tournament in Gen 1, or we did it in Gen 2 actually. We did Gen 2 OU. We learned from our first tournament, and we are doing our next one to promote. Well, it's not really to promote Gen 2, it's more of to celebrate our Gen 1 completion. So it is in OU, the format, but we have a bunch of banned Pokemon along with the normal rules
Mhm.
for that Pokemon. That information for that tournament is a pinned message. Oh, let me open my.
On Pokeboomers, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on our Discord. Our Discord is right here. If you're not a member, feel free to join. We currently have 6 competitors registered to fight. We can go all the way up. I'm willing to go all the way up to 16. After 16, though, that's where I draw the line.
Oh dang.
But we'll for sure get an 8-man tournament going on, and you can earn points. There's prizes. There's a mystery prize for first place. and then 2nd through 4th you name our starters.
Yes.
Yeah, and we will be bound to that. And I think I think I'm less likely to bench my starter in Gen 2, even though it's inevitably going to be Chikorita. I'm going to never stop being salty.
Chikorita's, we'll talk about Chikorita later. I think you're being a little too harsh on Chikorita, but yeah. So if you want to join the Discord and be part of this community, be part of this Pokeboomers, this our Nuzlocke journey through the generations, we'll be starting Gen 2. Then our soft launch for that will be February 18th. Excuse me. Taking a little bit of a siesta so we can go stream other stuff for a little bit, take a nice little break, and then
Get the Kanto out of our systems.
Yeah. The February 18th we'll be going over our draft. It'll be like a shorter episode, and we'll be going over our version draft and our starter draft, and along with any rule changes that are coming. We're there's gonna be the rule that I'm gonna add, and then we're revamping a few other rules with the additions of certain mechanics. So
right,
stay tuned for that. But yeah, I think that's Gen 1 in the books, boys. Well, we got Pokeboomers After Dark immediately after this.
Right. But we got that done.
All right. Congratulations, everyone.
Made it.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Vim for his not only his first run of Pokemon Gen 1, but doing it as a Nuzlocke.
Thank you. I wasn't able to do it as blind as I wanted because you guys started to take this seriously, and I was like, oh, maybe do some research, Vim. But yeah, it was a good time.
And congratulations to Hugh for organizing this.
Thank you. We'll be back with more Gen 2, but now I'm going to have to ask you guys to put on your burlap sacks and get ready to get taken down to the smoky basement for Pokeboomers After Dark. If you are following along with us at home, oh my gosh, stop! 1 second.
They'll never stop.
Oh no.
Our Poke Hearts will go on, Hugh.
Yep. Now I'm gonna get copy struck because too much Titanic recorder. All right, we're going Pokeboomers After Dark.
As long as
everybody.
we're owned anyway.
Guys,
God,
make it.
The stream's over. I stopped it. Okay, we're not live. I'm gonna move to. Oh my God, so many Titanic flutes. Jump up the channel.
All right.
Goodbye.